Within the ghetto, the SS would have access anytime. The snipers that would be shooting people come up to the wall, and the sniper would get up on a ladder and kill people at random. They had a regular killing where a bunch of SS would either drive through the ghetto, and again, they would machine gun anybody. And you never knew when that would happen. They would just come in very quietly and kill people at random. I myself lived through 7 different camps. Płaszów, Ostrowiec, Kaufering, Dachau, Auschwitz, Augsburg. But I went through 7 camps, and at least 4 of them were really very deadly. I spent 7 months in Auschwitz, but I almost got taken. Actually, I was taken to be killed, but I escaped. And believe it or not, Russian POWs that were there helped me. They wanted to save ammunition, so they put 5 people in a row, standing, and they would shoot, okay? So they killed 5 people with 1 bullet. I was liberated from my last camp, which is Augsburg. The Germans wanted to kill us, and they marched us in what we call Death March. You could see the window shades coming down. They didn't want to look at us. They didn't want to see it. They didn't care about us. Anyway, they took us in a small wooden area, and they told us to lie down. They set up machine guns all around us, and they had holes dig already prepared for us. So we knew what's going to happen. And they were waiting for the orders from the city leader to start shooting us. But in the meantime, American planes were coming over. And as we were laying down, and we had the striped white and blue uniform, so the pilots had to spot the stripes, you know. And within minutes, they marked the area with a pink smoke. And within 1 hour, we hear this clickety-clock, and American tanks are coming in, okay? And one of the officers spoke perfect German, and on a loudspeaker, he said, "We want you to surrender, don't harm the prisoners, because if you do, we will completely kill you, every one of them. You're going to be immediately executed." We rise up, and we went, and we trampled them and went on. As we went through near the river, we could find bayonets, revolvers, all kinds of guns, uniforms, everything. We got into the very rich Bavarian village, and we knocked on the door, and we tried to tell these folks who we are, and they would say, "Well, we know who you are criminals." And he says, "No, we're not criminals. We need shelter and food." No, they wouldn't do it. So I picked up my revolver, loaded up, went to the first house. On point of gun, I took the father of the family, and I told him, "Look, we've been for many years hungry and totally persecuted by SS and by you people. and you are refusing food for us and shelter. So let me tell you something. I'm going to do the same thing the Germans, SS, were doing to us. I'm going to shoot you dead right now unless you go to all you rich neighbors and make sure that they provide for every one of us. There was 15 of us of that particular group. Lodging, clean place to be, food, excellent food. And if you don't do it, I'm going to shoot one by one every one of you. And of course I was angry. And I would have done it. That would be my way of getting payback. But he got so scared they could hardly speak. I'm going to say it in German. Ich will gleich nach den anderen sprechen und dann werden wir etwas für ihnen machen. Which means I'm going to speak right away to my neighbors and everything will be okay. So he did. All 15 in the 15 houses had a place to be. My mom was arrested for being on false papers, but she was discovered, she was arrested and executed after, actually murdered after 1 week in prison. My father died from typhoid fever, but I think what the Germans did, they shot him with something so that it went through his veins and you could see he died, but there was a big blue mark. So he had a complete hemorrhage on his head. So I knew that he was killed. Here's what I want to say to you. What a person like me hopes from people like you. What I wish that you carry the torch, that the issue of discrimination and eventual diminishing and killing of people, genocide of other people because they are different or because they believe in different things, providing that they are good, you need to defend them. So that when we tell you this, whatever we share with you, part of our life, that you can carry this on. That's our wish. Well, thank you for listening.